Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today I will show you how I hit Mythic with this Esper without dropping a single game. Yes, we won all of them in a row, and we played mostly against tier 1 aggro decks, so I think you will absolutely love it. And you know what? I wanted to showcase you Esper since day 2, and I wanted to make a good version. I wanted you to be happy with the Esper because it's a special combination, and I'm really happy with this one, so I think you will enjoy as well. If you want to hit Mythic, that's how you do it, and you will see it in the video as well. And you know guys, if you feel that hitting Mythic with Control in best of 1 standard is worth something, I would absolutely love you to subscribe and like the video. That really helps me out, and you won't miss cool Esper decks in the future. So a win-win for everyone, and yeah, man, I'm really happy with this deck. And there's robbery. Yes, there's robbery. And I know that you knew about the robbery before you clicked the video. Alright, let's have some fun and enjoy some cool wins. It really feels like a controller, right? Yeah, let's fix our mana. I think we should need quite a lot. With Memory Deluge we should be able to use every single land. And we also have robbery, don't forget. Let's start with the first one. If they have counter spell, it's 1 for 1. It's still a very good trade for them, but we can gamble and sometimes it can work.
I could sneak right by, but I'm itching to fight.
Alright, so Kaito will die probably at the end step. Oh, alright, I was sure this will be some kind of get lost. Like, they were so clicking the cards, so I was sure that Kaito will just die. And I still considered cycling Go for the Throat, because it is kinda drawing a card. However, we have healthy mana base, so we are not like super pressured into cycling cards. Like, at some point, you know, the draw will balance out. That's what is good again, you know, about playing against Control. You have time, so your draws will kinda, you know, fix themselves. Because you are playing game longer than 3 turns. Field of Ruin, sure. Hopefully we won't draw our basic. Alright. So first things first. Let's attack. Alright, and draw the card possibly. And drawing cards with Kaito is insanely powerful. Alright, we are pretty good so far. And we keep Otawara because we can bounce something maybe. So Field of Ruin, right? Well, I would love to counter it. I would absolutely love to. However, we cannot.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water. We must protect the people.
Yeah, so we cannot play our Emperor because his will attack first. And with the +1. Oh. They know they don't need to put the counter. I will go like this. I could Otawara, but I lose the land and I lose a lot of tempo. I want Kaito in the board. Like, it basically accelerates you by full turn by not saving him. So no, that's good enough. I would love him to Field of Ruin, one of my non-basics, so we could, you know, get rid of it. Revelry. Alright, still good for our opponent. We can deal 2 damage to the Emperor, but it won't be enough to kill her, unfortunately. Alright, this is a card. This is definitely a card. Let's keep playing lands, it's super important. I think we try to go for card advantage. Also, keeping Emperor lower loyalty should help a little bit. It won't work, right? Eiganjo. Alright. You got it. So I can still draw a card and try to play the Emperor. I really think those cards will matter. Alright, Kaya. Kaya is really good, man. Right, we could get to 4 loyalty. But they can remove the blocker and pump the other one for exactly 4 damage, so it's not good for us. We'll play the Emperor and hopefully try to hit land for the next turn. We cannot miss land drops right now. It's extremely important. He's down to 4 cards, he doesn't have much. This one has first strike, but it doesn't kill Kaito. So will I make a token? Probably not. I think I will just exile. So I can click one more time. We won't have a counter spell. I think we missed a land drop, right? I'm not super sure, but it feels like it. And I mean, let's get rid of the first striker, cause, well, I guess it didn't work. It shouldn't matter, but still. Usually you want to get rid of the better creature, unless there are some shenanigans. We have two planeswalkers at 1 loyalty. They still exist. And our opponent has only 4 cards. He has a lot of mana, so if he reloads with Memory Deluge, we are in some trouble. And that means I really want to hold the mana. Drawing land is insanely important. I think we will go Kaya. Man. We could even get rid of this, which I kinda like. We still have basic in the deck, so Field of Ruin doesn't hit us. I honestly think we go like this, man. They have the priority on the Emperor attack, so our Emperor is worse than theirs. Unfortunately. And I mean, we can play this, right? Before we cast anything. I like my hand. Oh man, those are really good cards. I think we don't need another Kaito. I will play Kaya, so I need a backup. Our hand is pretty stacked, so it's hard to discard anything. All of those cards are decent. We still want to keep playing lands for sure, and I definitely want to have a counter spell.
I like a good fight.
If I can trade card for card, I'm super happy with it. And they cannot play 4 drops, and 4 drops are super important for them. So yeah, let's see what we counter. Hopefully Memory Deluge. That will be a huge hit for him. And we still have 2 planeswalkers, right? With Deadly Cover-Up we can make some shenanigans, but no good targets yet. If they target a land, it's fine. We have planes, so we still have a Azorius mana. And you know what, let's take white just in case. And here it is. Alright, so our Mirexes just got way better. So I can pass the turn. Man, I'm so happy I took planes. We play mostly white cards. We don't counter this one. You know, No More Lies is, you know, has timed usefulness, but even late game it makes a difference. So it's okay. And see, suddenly he cannot keep attacking because obviously they don't have haste. And that gives us this extra turn that we really needed. Alright, let's play land. We could serve... Oh! You know what? Deadly Cover-Up is pretty good here. I know it doesn't hit Jace or anything, but I kinda like having priority on board. And we're both at very low cards, so I think it's worth it. We have Takenuma, but I probably won't get the Emperor. So not perfect, but something that he's like, what the hell is going on? Why are you casting the evidence? And he should know what the card will be. So I really don't want to get hit more by Field of Ruins. We also see their hand, so it matters. And now my Mirexes are game winning. Soul Partition, yeah, probably not something he wants to cast. 1 Jace. Witness the Future. A lot of Planeswalker removal. Alright. We'll be scared when he gets, you know, going. However, right now he doesn't. So we can go like this. This will get us 3 cards on the next turn, and we still hold the counter spell. That also means we don't need Farewell. Way better. Way better card. Alright, you know what? I'm pretty happy. They can use Soul Partition on the creature, but we'll keep producing it every single turn. And in 2 turns we can, you know, use the synergy between Kaya and Kaito and exile opponent's creature. It's not as spectacular when you are fighting Emperor tokens, but against like Shorted, it's insane. Like you basically trade your 1/1 for sure, and that's usually game deciding. And also you don't really invest a single point of mana, right? So you basically get extra turn, and that's why it's so powerful. Land, not the best one, but we have Memory Deluge. We need to pressure them. I cannot pump, unfortunately. I mean, I can just Void Rend. Alright, we need to be smart. I think we should win this game right now. We just need to not mess it up. So I can just... No, he has Soul Partition. Alright. Alright. Let's keep plussing Kaya so we have -2.
I play by my own rules.
And I want some extra cards. If I can get extra cards, I should be fine. So now they need to decide. If I draw a card with Kaito, they will probably use Soul Partition, I would guess. It says royalty on the Emperor. Alright, they didn't go for this play. Interesting. And we should soon start playing the robbers. Because we need to mill them before the Jace mills us. Yeah, for this reason I will play Rafin Tower. Like, I just realized how crucial it is. So, I mean, we could just kill the Emperor, and you know what? Honestly, I think it's worth it. I think we could solve it without this, but I just want to get rid of her as soon as possible, because he has only one card that matters this game. So, do we care about it so much? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Let's get rid of it. And that means he cannot answer our creatures then.
Until next time, then.
Alright, we don't need to do it now. Even if he, for example, counterspells this, it's still fine. We have a chump blocker, so we are not losing any planeswalker. And those planeswalkers, man, are really making a difference over the long game. You can see all this constant pressure and all those extra cards. Fateful Absence, absolutely. Even though he got it, I will get a card, and I still have Kaya, and she's pretty amazing. And he's down to 1 card. I know he has 3, but 2 of them don't matter. And I want to preserve my board. I want to force him into playing this kind of stuff. Is that a land? That's a land, right? Because they have priority. What is it? Oh, Witness the Future. It's Witness the Future. Alright. Strange cards. Alright. Very long-term investment for our opponent. So we will keep playing Memory Deluge and see how can we pressure. I really wanted Mirex, man. This is a very bad draw. Not perfect, not perfect. Unfortunately, we have to play like this. I really need Mirex. We play 3 for a reason, and we are not getting them, unfortunately. I don't want to surveil because that will mill us. I want to force them into, you know, sweeping the board.
Apparitions come in many shapes, but they all look like a payday to me.
I mean, I could get lost my creatures, but I don't think it's worth it. And yes, we could exile their creatures, but we still kinda surveil, and exiling 1 card as a full turn Kaya is not super huge effect, you know? Alright, they got rid of the second one as well. I think they had 1 Jace, so I think we can draw quite a lot of cards. And he wants to exile everything, so we definitely want to draw this. And he's down to 1 card, basically. We lose Memory Deluge, but we still have Kaya. Unfortunately, we cannot exile this. We would hit Witness the Future, maybe? Well, not really great targets here. Still no Mirex, that's bad. Kaya needs to do a lot of work. You know what? At this point, man, they scooped to Kaya. I wanted to go for Surveil because I need those good top decks. I just need 1 Mirex and that would close the game way earlier. Alright, this is not a very good hand. Unless we are playing against Control, we will see. Going first is the only reason I'm taking this hand. On the draw I would instantly mulligan it. because those two cards are very good late game, but not very good against aggro when you are on the draw. So let's see, this definitely feels super red. And we need to draw some good cards. Let's start with the Raffine Tower. We didn't hit the lockdown as well, so super scary. Human. A lot of pesky little creatures that will create Boros tokens. Man, I cannot believe that every single time there's like a, you know, new tier 1 deck, just you see it every single game. It's fine, it's fine. I just cannot understand it ever. But yeah, we'll try to fight against this one. If we were on the draw, the game would be over. But we're on the play, so if we draw lockdown, we probably instantly win. Do I want to go robbery? His deck is not very good, man. But it's probably still the best play, right? It's not like we have better things to do. So for this reason I played black mana. So I can draw one card without paining myself, because this one card might not be worth it. The point is that it might be a land or something, so no. Might be a blocker that gives us this extra turn to win. Might be an Night Errant of Chaos. A 0 mana 4/4 drawing 2 cards. Not the worst, not the worst. And this is what we are talking about. On the draw the game would be super over, but on the play, if we can get rid of the biggest hitter, we will get to deadly cover-up maybe. Resolute Reinforcements is not great, because they can cast it after we sweep. And you know, not the craziest value of my life, but still extra card on curve. And we need those. Alright, we're entering mid-game right now. And it's okay, perfect. And they cannot play Recruiter, so it's not lethal on this turn. Oh boy, he's setting up. But that's such a weird play, man. Good aggro players know what turn 5 means. And either they decided they lose the game, if they don't go absolutely all in, or they are not playing very cautiously, you know? Like, those cries are nice, but they don't give cards. Every single time, even if they draw a very good creature, like, yeah, it's just one card. And usually most of their deck is like 1/2s and 1/1s. Probably Knight of Eos is the only card that really stands out with the value. I mean, I could honestly just take this hit. But then what? 9 damage. You know what? Let's be conservative with this one. Also, if we draw lockdown right now, we don't need to play the deadly cover-up. Well, we didn't, but it's still fine. So, we have double black. That means deadly cover-up. And that will help a little bit. They might have Recruiter, but it's not the card they want to play on empty board. So even if they kill Emperor, we still get decent value, and then we can go Robbery. They still have 4 cards, so... Alright, they actually are going for this play. It's probably okay for them, but it's also pretty okay for us. So I think this is pretty good. Like, this is a very strong setup for the next turns. We draw cards, and we set up Celestus so we can, you know, do some more shenanigans. And don't forget, one lockdown probably wins the game. And they don't even want to spend this 2 mana, man. Just going absolutely crazy. Sure. Enjoy your damage. Of course they want the block, because that will enable 1/2s to attack. Novice Inspector, sure. Alright, I kinda would love to draw a lockdown right now. We play 4 for a good reason. Alright. Alright. Then, aggro cards drawing lands. That's always fun. Alright, but we'll also draw some cards. And here's the lockdown, and that's your game. 'Cause why not? Alright, they went for it. Such an obvious bait. And let's go. That should clear the board a little bit. Doesn't it look way better now? Oh yes. Oh yes. So, what do we go for? Is that cycling Graphene Tower or we cycle the card with Celestus? Honestly, I think this. Simply because they really love double spelling with this deck. Very nice draw. And we kinda saved 3 mana on Graphene Tower. Nighttime is better. And we still play Mirex, I think. Yeah, I think we are in excellent spot. Recruiter is attacking for 2 and that's it. That's not very much. So I mean, we should go for a huge robbery, I think. However, this can be scary because this will amplify super hard and one of the cards can be a very good top deck. We never know. So we could go for like 4, 5 and get a blocker. I think this is the play, to be honest. Also, we will double spell. Well, nearly. So what are you? Rabbit. I mean, we don't need to, but we'll still go for the rabbit. Or should I go for the unicorn, probably? It's a 3-3, and we double spell. See, we're good at playing their deck. And with Knight of Chaos, maybe we can draw some creatures from our deck. But as you can see, we are absolutely farming them. Man, I didn't drop a single game so far. Like, we're just plowing through ladder. Alright, we have the lockdown. Are we against aggro? It definitely feels like it. We are casually just drawing triple Graphene Tower, and to be honest, on the play, it solves every single problem with mana for the rest of the game. So I don't even really mind it. Turn 3 will hurt a little bit, maybe. Human. A lot of pesky little humans. Have you seen this one? Well, alright, this will hurt us a little bit. Because we won't be able to on-curve No More Lies and Lockdown. So let's see how good their draw is. They cannot play Knight of Chaos yet, unless they go for Glee. Of course they hit... Well, okay, they don't have it. Okay, red mana and priority was everything I didn't want to see. So, they don't have Glee Demolition yet. We have won this game, we need to not mess it up. So if I lock down now, is it auto win? Not yet, I think, not yet. I think having No More Lies should give us enough control over the game that we just hit everything that lockdown won't. And they probably want to start attacking, right? So even if they get Scry, I'm not super... Thank you. And we will counter Knight of Chaos, right? If they go for it. They can get those cries, they don't super matter. Like, you know, they're not drawing cards. Whatever card they will draw, it will be one card from their deck, and their deck is not very good. Alright? Their cards are extremely low value. Like, 2 mana is basically their endgame. So 4 damage, the first one. We absolutely do not mind. This feels like Resolute Reinforcements, right? So we set up for a Deadly Cover-Up on the next turn. A land. This will be the 5th. I don't think we need more. We need good cards. Alright, so they will start with Resolute Reinforcements potentially. So this gives them a little bit of leniency, but they lost all pressure that they built the whole game. That's why we waited one more turn. Here we go. Uncounterable, just, you know, just in case. If you wanted to play Control. Oh boy, Caverns. Why do you exist in Standard? Alright, so what do we do? I think we win the game, that sounds pretty good. We get whatever mana, because we have so many Graphene Towers, it doesn't matter. And we go Kaya. Knight of Chaos is actually also a human, so you know, not a huge difference. And let's make those pesky blockers while plussing Ka. The fact that she plusses while doing those is really huge. Alright. They nearly can kill Kaya, but the problem is they need to go super wide just to answer Planeswalker, not even hit our face. Of course they have the last card as well. Oh boy. But still, with Kaya and the token, they need to split damage in such an awkward way, and I mean, I will sweep. So he will have one card, and I'm pretty sure the game is over. And Kaya really did a great job. Man, she even confused an aggro player to not know whether to attack face. Like, that tells the Planeswalker is good, when aggro decks actually start thinking about attacking her. So 3. So they want to make sure that she's dead. And we'll prevent the maximum damage. Because we are sweeping the board, of course. We have the good mana. So we basically nullified what? 9 damage by playing single Kaya. I mean, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? And we'll go with this one, I think. In case they draw the enchantment. I really would love to play the evidence, but it's fine. And here you go, your card. Well, it's better to have 7 than draw 1 a turn, right? Alright, man, we are just straight to Mythic with this Esper. Alright guys, opponent goes first. Our hand is decent. With Rever we can probably cast Deadly Cover-Up. Seems to be a control though. Alright, against control we need to be smart. We need to Deadly Cover-Up their Wincon probably. We are getting quite a lot of lands, but you know what? We'll decide later. Let's go like this. And our opponent started, so we won't be able to draw a card, unfortunately. At least for now. No more lies is huge here. Okay, very nice draw. Very nice. So with this draw, I think we can play like this. Because we know that we need as much mana as possible. And here we are with the Mirex. Not perfect. Our opponent instantly got it. So I think we need to try to punish them with Memory Deluge and try to, you know, play on tempo a little bit more. Because this will win them the game, because we played 3, but they still drew the first one. Alright, here we are. We have lands. I think Deluge is a little bit better here. We can always use the last card, right? Get Lost is acceptable. Man, I have so many lands. This is a hard decision. Oh boy, man, I think we need the Reverie. It's still okay, but we have other ways to go around it. And our opponent also has Field of Ruin. One of the good sides about playing Azorius and not 3 colors. So we are in a tough spot already. Our opponent has answer to everything. And we need to go around it somehow. So I can play Mirex, then they Field of Ruin us. And next turn I can Deadly Cover-Up to get rid of Field of Ruins. It doesn't seem super great. I honestly think we just play this and try to get something better. Which is not this land. Well, they started with Mirex and instantly follow up with Field of Ruin, so unfortunately really good for them. We need to draw a lot of cards. Lockdowns will help for a while. Now we take the Robbery. Second Mirex might be the answer. Oh, I still need to discard. Let's go like this. We are discarding a lot of value, but we play land every single turn, so we won't lack value. We would love to counter it, but with Mirex pressure we cannot, unfortunately. And we still don't have the lockdown, which would solve the case here for pretty cheap. They will just counter it. I mean, I will try, but they will just counter it. Let's make sure the mana is correct, just in case it's somehow resolved. I'm 99% it will get countered. So I guess we need to sacrifice one of our own, but it's fine. Yep, here we go. So our opponent is getting everything so far, except a counter spell. Really? Man, he drew so many cards, I was sure he has one. Alright, so no more Memory Deluge. In hand, removal, alright. Fateful Mending will help him a lot. Alright, and we need to care about Get Lost. And here's the chase. So our opponent is running heavy anti-control version as well, right? He has so many win cons against control. So we will have a long way to go. They started strong and they will keep following strong probably. With the Fateful Mending they really can mend the hand. So we need them to, you know, not have a gas for a moment. Alright, that's okay. That actually gives us the mana, right? We still have basic in the library. So now we have a counter spell. That's really interesting. Alright, didn't come into play, I guess. I think maybe we need to try to reverse the Mire's Wars, because it's not looking super hot for us. So we could exile 5 cards. You know what? I'll take it. I think this is a pretty good deal. So I wanted to go for Mire's plan, but if he taps so nicely, like, look at those cards, and man! Alright, our opponent goes first. We don't have no more lice mana. Basically we need to draw cards, but I hope we can draw cards, you know? I hope we are good enough. We won't be able to play no more lice nor lockdown if we don't draw a card. Okay, we drew the card, we are good. So, the question is, do we go for Get Lost or we hold the lockdown? We have double lockdown, however they can remove it. This accelerates them super heavily. I honestly am not sure how to play this. I think it will be a little bit better because normally you hate seeing so much tempo, but here you will exile everything, so the more they play the better for you. And at the cost of losing 5 life we got 3 cards. So I think it's a really good, you know, really worthwhile trade. And we have a follow-up as well. And now they will slow down, so basically we baited all the value they can make in one turn, and now they need to play slow game anyway in the end. Honk for the day, if you didn't have one. That's a triple naturalist opening, by the way. But you know what, it's fine, it's fine. We have good colors of mana, so... yeah, we can either go Get Lost and no more lies, or Emperor, so I think... yeah, I think we won. Weaver of Harmony. That's fine. Michiko. I think this will be just a lockdown. Because it's really good, man. We just absorb the damage. Perfect. Absolutely love it. We could even kill this. But why if we can just take... you know what? Oh no, I will just have to kill it. You know what? I don't even care. Like, we are showing our opponent what we think, and when we cast Memory Deluge, he hits for 10 and he concedes. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, how we went to Mythic with Esper. And you know what? I think I went 5-0 and we won all of the games. So yeah, we are doing something right.